Yeah, I'd like to call this meeting in order, please. Everybody join us in the pledge of allegiance. Ms. Curry, won't you?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's start by approving the minutes of the May the 3rd, 2016 regular meeting.
I move.
Carol made the motion.
Second.
Second by Mr. Larry Wilkerson. Is that an all yes vote?
Yes.
Okay. All right, public comments, we don't, yes, we do. Here's the thing, Chief. How could I miss that gentleman? Jonathan Taggett wants to talk to us about scholarship awards.
Actually,
Mr. Taggett.
this is just an update. I spoke to the superintendent a few weeks ago, and he thought this is something you all might want to hear. As you're aware, we have been doing the equipment auctions at the school every spring and fall. And with your help and the administration's help, we've been able to convert one of those fundraisers in the fall to a scholarship program, based on specific wording and those type of things. And what I'm here for today is to tell you that to date, we have raised $8,947.92 over 2 years. Well, actually, I take that back, that would be 3 years, because what we just raised in this previous auction is included in that. 2 years ago, we submitted the first scholarship program, and Katie Short, a former student of Hamlin High School, applied and was awarded the collegiate award, and she was awarded $750. And if the board will remember, I think I came back and spoke in front of the board addressing a little bit of an issue. And the issue was that without specific information, the board was limited to providing that money to those students who might already have scholarships, but they didn't pay for the extras as in books, which was in Katie's case. She had a full ride to WU, but her books were not included. We worked around that issue, and she was able to cover those books and continue on with those classes. We had another student that same year. Her name was Misty Farley. Now, her senior year became pregnant. She finished out the school year. However, her scholarship was focused on continuing education. But she decided to take a break to have her child that year after. She recently contacted me and informed me that she was enrolled in online classes to continue her education. And we're in the process of awarding her that scholarship money to be paid to that institution. She provided proof of her acceptance and enrollment in that for the summer program, so she should be starting very soon. We just had our most recent scholarship, and we had 3 awards. One was a collegiate and 2 were underclassmen. The collegiate scholarship went to a senior at the high school who has been accepted into college, and she wanted that money to be sent to her college for tuition base. Her name is Shelby Workman, and her degree is focused towards physical therapy. The junior award recipient from the school is named Dakota Bryant. His mother is a member of the alumni, and I would like to inform you, we only had 3 participants, so by default, they won the scholarship, even though we would like more students to apply. We're working on, with the teacher, getting information out to possibly the parents, as in the form of a letter, and maybe working that into some type of participation with the class, so that we can get acknowledgement that the parents signed that letter and stating that they understand that that's out there and that's offered. That way we can maybe get more kids to participate. Now, Dakota is, without Mr. Miller here, I don't want to misspeak about this. I believe he is a double completer in the vocational technical program, meaning he is enrolled in ag classes and welding. Now, he presented the paperwork for the agricultural part, which did not equal the sum of his scholarship. So through the work of Mr. Miller at the vocational center and Mr. Jones, who is the welding teacher, they were able to provide a curriculum for him in his completion process of the welding program to include all that money. So he would be the junior recipient. We had what we were considering underclassmen, which was a sophomore, that submitted a program, his record book, which is part of the CTE program for agriculture. That included all the money, which was $500. And he submitted that to Ashley Butler. She reviewed it, accepted it, and that money will go towards his program to become a completer or raise money for the fair animals or state competitions or those type of things in the upcoming summer or fall semester. As of right now, I think we can safely say that with a few road bumps on, this is a success. I would like to say that the scholarship is based for ag students, but then when we started diving into it and we received that information about Dakota, if some of you that are familiar with that and familiar with farming, sometimes it's a little hard to, when you're a kid in high school, to figure out how to come up with a budget or a plan to spend $750 in scholarships. That's why the scholarship committee of the alumni had to open that up to CTE programs. Now, that was only allowed because Dakota was also a member of the ag program. Now, that doesn't mean, and I hate to say that doesn't mean that a welding shop student can apply for this. They have to be in the ag program. But since he is a double completer, we didn't want to hinder him from getting all of the money he participated in. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Anybody else? I'll be back in front of you all soon to talk about other things, obviously. I would like to throw in there real quick that when it comes to the building out back, we have come up with a plan. It will be implemented. We ran into a few construction safety issues that were not brought up in the past when that was built. But I have confirmation from the company out of Chattanooga that that should be completed, I believe, May 30th on Memorial Day. Even though I'm not fully okay with the whole Memorial Day working, but that was a day available that no students would be present and the work could be done properly according to safety standards, which was dictated to me by Mr. Miller. So we should have all the doors finished, it's ready to go, and I believe they're already cleaning it out for what they're considering an agricultural expo. I received an email about it a few days ago. So hopefully that will be completed and we can continue on with whatever else we have in the future.
Very good.
Anything else? Thank you all for having me.
Thanks, John. John, we appreciate it. Just a reminder, during these, when you sign in like that, we really can't have a dialogue.
Oh, okay.
Had you been, that's why everybody was looking around.
Oh, I apologize. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine. You can say, talk all you want, and you gave us a lot of good information, but we just can't interact. You know, you'd have to get with Brenda, get on our agenda that we could talk back and forth.
I understand.
That's why
Thank
we were
you
all kind of giggling.
That's okay. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move to the administrative section. Got a motion, please? Fred made a motion. Seconded by?
Wilson.
Rowdy's not here, y'all. Okay. Ted?
All right, item A, out-of-county student transfer for the 2016-2017 school year. Item B, school volunteers who on occasion may also serve as bus chaperones for athletic events, academic competitions, or school outings and have completed volunteer orientation. Item C, an agreement with Stonewall Resort to provide an accommodations package for professional development session for West Hamlin Elementary, July 12th through the 15th, 2016, according to the terms of the agreement, which is attached, and it's funded through Title I. Item D is a partnership contract with College Summit Incorporated for the implementation of a college access program for Lincoln County High School during the 2016-2017 academic year, according to the terms of the contract, which is attached, and it's funded through Title VI. Item E, the approval of Lincoln County Mini Band Camp at Lincoln County High School, June the 27th through July 1st, 2016. And 5 additional or extra employment days for David Cook, Kim Cook, and Keith Meadows to conduct the camp. And it's paid for with the county funds. Item F, approval of a settlement and release agreement in employee grievance docket number 2016-0475, and Ed Charlie Parker, awarding $200 payment and .5 employment for mediation participation, which is attached. Item G, an out-of-state travel, an out-of-state rewards trip for Duval PK8 students to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, May the 31st through June the 2nd, 2016. Transport by private coach and paid from student-raised funds. Item H, out-of-state travel for the following personnel, and I'd like for you to add 2 additional names under this item. Mark Ice and Megan Hatfield, along with Gloria Linville, Rebecca Magoo, to Sandusky, Ohio, May 23rd and 24th, 2016, to chaperone student trip to Cedar Point. No cost to the county.
Okay. Anybody have any questions about anything? Mr. King?
Yes, sir.
The college access program, I guess that's your
Yes, sir.
area, isn't it? I was reading, can you just give a brief overview of what that is?
Yes, sir. To the best of my ability. I went over and had the students present their college summit experience to me in front of Mr. Jones. Quincy Jones is the college summit person. And what this is these students are trained on how to prepare themselves for college and how to select colleges, how to take the ACT, how to fill out the FAFSA, the whole 9 yards of selecting a college, taking classes, and if not college, career. And when they come back, and their responsibility is to work with their classmates and get their classmates, encourage their classmates to do the same. So it started with a very small group of 4. They now have 8 students. This next year we'll have 8. And as it continues, they will be going down into the juniors, and this hopefully will turn into something that perpetuates. So it's a peer mentoring program where these high school students meet with their classmates and say, this is what you need to do if you want to go to school. This is how we need to plan for your career if you want to go into welding. And the thing that's one of the exciting things, but the transformation of the students as they've become community leaders is amazing. I was totally blown away by these high school seniors, how articulate, how self-motivated, and how interested they are in their classmates. These kids are giving up after school time. They give up their free time. Some are giving up their lunch time to meet with peers to help them get involved in college, to get enrolled and take the ACT or SAT, fill out all these forms. Or the one little girl, the little Curry girl, had 2 students in CTE who she was helping become completers. It's amazing what they're doing. And it's just something that is outside the box just a little bit, but it lets our kids be accountable, and that's what we're trying to do.
I read through that, but
It's incredible. It's incredible what they've been able to accomplish, those 4 students.
well, this peer influences, that's great.
It's so positive.
A positive peer influence.
Yes,
Okay.
and that's, I mean, a couple of those students who I have known over the years, I'll use another one, Lindsay Preacher. I never talked to her. Her mom and dad are, and she would come to the school at West Hamlin. She sat there and talked to them about things and presented, and the vocabulary is, it's like talking to a very articulate, well-rounded young adult. And it's amazing how they communicate with their classmates and how excited those new recruits that they have recruited for their replacements, how excited they are about the opportunity to take part in this college summit. Now, we won't be traveling. They traveled to California last year. And as part of this program, Mr. Jones and the College Summit folks have realized that that's just a lot of pressure to put on those kids. So they're putting it in regions now. So our students will be going on the East Coast, and it sounded like somewhere maybe in Ohio. He had mentioned Ohio State maybe, for them to go to the campus to do their training and meet with other students.
Okay. Sounds like a worthwhile program.
It's a wonderful opportunity for our high school students, and I'm looking forward to really great things as a result of this.
Okay, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Apparently, this contract only calls for $14,000.
Yes, sir.
That's a bargain.
It is an excellent bargain, and I'd like to add that is part of that is a curriculum, that College Summit will come in and help train these students throughout the year to better meet the needs of their peers.
Sounds good to me. Okay, anybody have any other questions? If not, could everybody done all yes vote on administrative items? All yes. Okay. Let's go to finance then. We have a motion, please.
I'll move.
Carol made the motion. I'll second. And Fred second. Okay, Mr. Linville.
Okay, item A, scheduled invoices totaling $436,671.26. Attachment, invoices available for public review in the county office. Item B, 2016-17 preliminary budget for public review through May 31st, 2016. Preliminary budget is available for public inspection in the county office.
Okay.
Have you got an answer for me on that?
All I will say, Mr. Wilkerson, I agree with you. The numbers don't look like they match, but we'll find out and get back. We'll get with Bertie. It may be a reason why, but it doesn't look like the two adds up. I agree.
I appreciate it.
The interim treasurer, assistant superintendent, is gonna look into that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as everyone knows, I noticed it was in the newspaper today, this is on public review right now, and it'll be it that way until the 31st. Anybody is welcome to come here to the board office and see it if they so desire. Okay. So that being said, board, is everybody in favor of these two items?
Yes.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Go to the personnel section then. Do you have a motion to look at those?
Second.
Okay, Fred made the motion, and Mayor seconded it. And Mr. Meek, you got page. Okay.
Item A, employment of short, long-term substitute professional personnel. B, employment of professional personnel. C, reemployment of professional personnel pending renewal of certification. D, transfer of service personnel. Item F, employment of substitute service personnel. Item G, employment of extracurricular personnel, and all those under item G are our summer jobs, or extended school year, or credit recovery, rocket camp, all the different, a lot of the different camps that go on during the summer. Item H is leave of absence. Item I is resignations. And underneath that, abolished service personnel postings. The first four there were summer bus operators. We will be reposting those. And the last one is the cook at Lincoln County High School for the summer program. With the band camp and rocket camp, we are going to extend that so that they'll be over there to have meals for those kids also.
Yeah, you have so much put on you anymore. I was just trying to like it. All right. Anybody have any questions about the personnel thing? Okay, if not, is that an all yes vote on the personnel items?
Yes.
All? Okay, let's go to comments and concerns. Board members, anybody have anything?
I've got a couple.
Mr. Curry.
What about the flashing lights at Hamilton PTA?
I'm trying to think back, Fred. It's not that long ago Dana talked to us about those lights. The paperwork's all been approved and
And
signed
he has
off on.
submitted a request for reimbursement for the cost, but as far as
The
actual
insulation.
lights, we're not sure.
So we don't know if we've got the lights yet. Do you know, Fred, if we've
No.
received?
I don't think the lights are here
Okay,
yet.
so I wasn't sure if it was installation or.
We'll find out.
I can't understand why it takes so long to get those lights after you order.
Okay, they're gonna check on that. Do you have something else, Brady?
Well, football field. Have you heard anything?
No update for you. I've not heard anything from Dave Ferguson.
Might've been, what was it,
Week
3
and a half
weeks?
ago, let me think, trying to think back to when we met with him over there.
But over after a board meeting.
Well, we met with
Remember you all
No, we met with him, was that
Oh, that's
only a week
right.
ago? I think.
Yeah.
That's right.
Before
You
me,
had your
it's
boots
been
and
2
whatever.
weeks today.
We did, I don't know.
I think it was Tuesday.
It's a while back.
Night. Well, it may have been on Monday, you're right, 2 weeks yesterday.
It's the saga of the sign.
So, good.
I'm still not pleased with that sign. You cannot see that while it's scrolling through there.
Well, I agree.
You have to stop beside the road and try to.
And watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
That's all.
You okay, Fred? Carol, Larry, anything? Okay. All right, if not, we'll go to item 8 there, the superintendent's presentation for evaluation. Just as a reminder here, the evaluation of the superintendent of schools is required annually by West Virginia Code 18-4-6. And everybody will recall back in the fall, we we set the superintendent's goals at that time for this school year. If you remember, we did that. So now we have to look at the goals and objectives that were established back at that time. In September, we have to look at those and see how Mr. Mickey has done relative to those. Now, West Virginia Code 18-4-6 requires that all of these activities be done in an executive session. So that's what's going to take place tonight. And then, of course, under 6-9A-4B2, that permits executive sessions to be done for things like this. And once again, all of this is stated in code. It must be done in executive session. Now, we'll come back here on June the 21st, Brenda, or
That's right.
something like that, and we will do the actual compilation when each board member will do their evaluation. We'll compile those and then do our final evaluation report to the superintendent and the public. So with all that being said, I need a motion to go into executive session for the evaluation of the superintendent at 6:22.
So moved.
Mr. Wilkerson made the motion.
I'll second.
Ms. Smith seconded. All yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, all yes, we'll go into executive session.